Hi guys, I'm Addie. Welcome to my channel. This morning we are going to be making a breakfast plat or a breakfast braid. This recipe is so simple, so delicious, so good, so easy, and so quick too. So I will get into it. We like to do things like this every Saturday morning. So please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you want to stick with us in the future.
The first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Then line a baking tray with parchment paper and you want to unfold the dough. I would suggest directly on the parchment paper on the tray, not on the counter as you see me doing. You want the dough to be not frozen but still chilled. Then in a mixer, do 4 ounces of cream cheese and make sure it's nice and soft, a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and mix that together using the paddle attachment. If you want to double this recipe and use 2 puff pastries, you totally can. It works really well with this recipe. Once it is all really well mixed together, you can take it out of the stand mixer, and I like to give it a quick mix with my spatula in the bowl to make sure it's all incorporated from the sides of the bowl, and then just spread it down the center of your puff pastry. Again, I would recommend that you do this on the parchment so that you don't have to transfer it later. And don't worry about spreading it perfectly, it really doesn't matter. And then as you can see, it's not really hard to transfer it later, but it is just one extra step. Then you want to spread about 4 ounces of strawberry preserves, or about 2 big tablespoons, on top of the mixture. Now you can do fresh strawberries with sugar and make it that way as well and have it a little bit more fresh, but I honestly think this tastes just as good and it is so much easier and quicker for busy moms like me who are just trying to get a quick Saturday morning breakfast out to her kids. Spreading this jam out can be a little bit kind of tricky, but I just like to kind of swirl it around and mix it together. You might also be able to just mix the jam in with the cream cheese mixture in the stand mixer and just have it all one big gooey mixture. I just have never done it that way, so I, like to do it this way, but you probably could try that and it probably would turn out fine. Once it's spread, you want to cut 1-inch sections on the outer thirds of your plat. So just with a knife, a butter knife is fine, just eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want to try to line it up on the other third side. That way you have an even amount of strips when you start to do the braiding. You can also make this breakfast with so many different things. You can use so many different jam flavor combinations. You could make a more savory one with eggs and sausage or ham or something like that. They all are really great. We were doing a more sweet flavored one this morning, more pastry coffee shop style, but there are so many options with breakfast plats. Once you get all of the thirds cut, it'll be time to braid them. So you just take one and cross it over to the other side, and you alternate going from right side to left side, and you just cross them over each other. It almost looks like a mummy or something when you're doing the wrapping. When you get to the bottom two, you won't be able to braid down as you had been doing, so just cross them over and up a little bit to just secure the pastry and make sure things don't fall out the butt. Then you want to take a mixed egg and do an egg wash all over the pastry. And you want to do this pretty well over the pastry because this is what's going to help that pastry get that nice golden brown coating on the top that just looks so delicious. Once you are done, you can go ahead and put it in the oven, and you want to set your timer for 20 minutes. Your kitchen is going to start smelling so good, and once that timer goes off, or if you noticed it's golden brown beforehand, pull it out and look at how delicious it looks. The spread on the inside is just so nice and warmed up. It's gooey, but it's not falling everywhere. It's so good looking. Look at that. You can see it's just, oh, it's so good. It's a crowd pleaser for sure.
Is it good?
Thank you for watching. I hope it turns out delicious. If it does, let me know in the comments below. And again, I think next week we're gonna make blueberry scones. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you can be alerted when that video comes out. See you next time.